Please leave your message for 51397.
Hello, everyone, and welcome. Let me get this banner down out of my face. Well, I will say tonight's show is pretty highly anticipated once again, but I may have a no-show. I'm not able to get in contact with my guest, but the show must go on. So, as usual, let's go on and welcome you. Thank you so much for showing up tonight. We're hoping that we're going to be able to talk to Basement with Basement Boxing Talk. Really looking forward to talking about him, about his podcast and all the things that he has going on. Got a chance to premiere one of his shows the other day on CEPTV, and it was very good. So if you all haven't got a chance to see that, please make sure you go to www.myceptv and check that out. The guest on his podcast was OG Killer Kev, and he had an amazing story to tell about his boxing experience, and he talked about his book and stuff like that. So if you're into that boxing realm, that might be something that you might want to check out. But as usual, I do thank you all so much for joining me tonight. It is April the 22nd. This is your April edition of CEPTV, and I just want to welcome you. My name is LaShawn Smith, and I am your hostess and founder of the CEPTV networks, along with some amazing partners. There's so many to name, and I want to remind you also in advance to tune in this Thursday to the Late Night Hype live show, where you get a very different version of this show as we join Golden Media Production Studios, Golden Crown Productions in Atlanta, Georgia. And they are rocking it out on the production and engineering for the CEPTV Late Night Hype Live. So make sure that you tune in next Thursday, and we'll talk a little bit more about that later on in the show. If you are watching this on social media, I ask that you do me one favor right now. That is share the live. Hashtag share the live. Share it, start a watch party. No, actually, hey, these are not new headsets. These are the first ones that I had, and they tend to be a little bit sleeker. So they're a little bit more easier on the eye. So I decided to do these because they don't really clash with what I have on. Those pink ones are just like way too loud and way too big, but they have terrible listening quality. But I don't really need to hear myself that much, just at least one ear for the guest. So these are more appropriate. I'm probably going to start going to earbuds pretty soon. But thanks for noticing. CEPTV stands for Creatives, Entrepreneurs, and Entertainers that Play TV. And right now we are historically one of the only or very few independent and female-owned Black African-American streaming sites directly connected via radio podcasts and other radio syndicate partners as well. And in the very near future, and when I say near future, I'm talking about June, July, we will be streaming into over 100 million homes. That's the type of reach that CEPTV will have due to some new relationships and partnerships. And we are so excited about that. So all of this work that we have been doing since July, actually since November of 2018, and all the investments that have been made, blood, sweat, and tears, the time invested and everything is finally going to start paying off in more ways than one. And that benefit also rolls on to you, not only as a viewer, but for those of you who have believed in CEPTV enough to put your content on and believe in the vision that is CEPTV. So thank you so much. Hey, Kevin, what's up? And so, yeah. So if you are, looking for that value, of course, you want to support a platform that is truly dedicated to making sure your content stands out from among the crowd. We know we're up against some giants, but you all are giant. So that's what this is all about. If you're interested in streaming with us or need some information on how to sponsor, get your content sponsored on CEPTV or become a sponsor of CEPTV by getting your advertisements and sponsoring out, then we can get you some packages, and make sure you email CEPTV2019 at gmail.com. And you can also support us by just going to watch some of the free content on there. The more footprints we have on the site is also great. Again, this is small beginnings, but we are really picking up some traction. And and then if you would like to subscribe, it's only $1.99 a month, and that is with exception to some of the exclusive content, rentals, and exclusive catalogs that we will be featuring on there. So again, thank you and welcome. Shout out to 350 Beats, Elroy Miles Jr. on that introduction. If you're looking for some unique beats, something that hasn't been heard before, please hit up my boy Elroy Miles. He has the Orange Studio in Smith Station, Alabama. For those of you who are local to the Columbus, Georgia, Alabama area, he will definitely get you on the right track. And tonight's sponsors, we have a lot of sponsors, people who believe in CEPTV. And those sponsors are, of course, Urban Insight Radio, urbanradio.com. If you're looking for some great tunes, great music, there's over 12 different stations on there, from classic to R&B, hip hop. Make sure you check them out, urbanradio.com. And also some great advertising opportunities over there too. They have some really great traffic for you. And then up next we have the BOB rewards. If you are a small business, if you are a micro business, I implore you to get in contact with BOB rewards, because they can actually help contract you out a staff to canvas for you, to call business to business marketing and all other kinds of great stuff for your business, as if you had employees and staff on hand. And it is catered to just about any budget. And the packages can be catered to, whatever you have. Also, Vibes International, and Vibes International is, oh goodness, that's the background. Why do I always not find this in time? Vibes International are earbuds. Here we go, right here. Earbuds that have a feature of intelligent touch. If you've never heard that before, then you might want to check them out. And they are our sponsor, because you can actually go to their website, and at checkout, you can enter CEPTV and get 30% off of your purchase. They are going to be some of the only, actually top rated, I believe, they will be some of the top rated swimming waterproof earbuds that are supposed to be coming to the market pretty soon. So make sure you stay up with them, and you get on there and subscribe to their email list, so that way you can be the first to know when they come out with those swimming earbuds. Like, that's going to be really something. I know that they have some other, swimming earbuds out, but these are really supposed to be some really great ones, and I look forward to it. The gentleman, Eric, he is an African-American entrepreneur and military as well, and he is doing his thing. Very smart. We had him on the show a couple of weeks back, actually a couple of months back, and it was a great show. So you can go back into our archives and check it out. We also did a live review of the earbuds, and yeah, they're really good. So check them out. Also, don't forget about My Life Entertainment. And My Life Entertainment is the host of the 2020 Hip Hop Awards, and we'll be talking about that shortly. But My Life Entertainment has been doing some amazing things in the city of Columbus, Georgia, and now we are going nationwide. We have so many people who are going to be coming down, rocking with us for the 2020 Hip Hop Tri-City 2020 Hip Hop Awards. Of course, pending the COVID-19 situations, we are scheduled for June the 13th. And again, we'll speak about that in just a little bit. And of course, we have Doxa. If you all are familiar with my long tresses, as you can see right now, I have a fro ponytail. Love it, love it, love it. But with Doxa, you can go straight or curly. You can have dyes and not worry about, the backlashes that comes from extreme dyeing. With the Doxa system, you also don't have to load your hair down with conditioners or grease or anything like that. I promise you, I haven't put any grease or conditioner in my hair in about 6 years. And you all have seen some of my pictures. So I am a true advocate of Doxa. Head on over to www.thedoxagene.com for more information and try that newbie kit. I guarantee you will not be disappointed. Yeah, and so we also have Wi-Fi Money Apparel. They are one of our clothing sponsors. You'll get to see Shay Star model some of those clothes pretty soon, and Be a Mogul Apparel, and you will get to see 10 Carat model some of their clothes pretty soon, as they have been a clothing sponsor for us. Last week, we got a chance to talk to Skinny Corleone and Talisha Williams, and they are a client management team with 49th Parallel Bookings, and it was a great show. She also allowed us to showcase her song F Boys or Fuck Boys, or that's actually the name of the song. So if you all didn't get a chance to hear that, make sure you do. And then we also got to talk to on Thursday. It was a great show as well. George LeGrand, who is the owner of Warrior Style Films. I'm actually going to get a chance to be a part of that movie, that series that he's going to have. And that was a great interview as well. We've had some technical difficulties on the CEPTV platform getting that uploaded, but we'll get it uploaded within the next day or so, but you can still catch it on Facebook. So be sure to check that out. Great interview. Very nice young man. And we look forward to working with him and seeing all the content that he's going to be pushing out. It's going to be so great, very creative, and he has a lot of positive, a lot of great things going on. He's going to be a great person, and lots of books that he has published with some great things to come. Anyway, so as the city opens up, as we know, we are hoping, hey, Tin, we are hoping that, the corona moves out of our way so that we can do our thing at the 2020 Hip Hop Awards. I really hope that you can make it down for that, because it is going to be a blast. But yes, it's going to take place at the Trade Center, and that is in Columbus, Georgia. We have people from all over the nation who are going to be coming. People from LA, people from New York. They're going to be coming down supporting this event. So we want you all to come and hang out with us. It's going to be a very full day. The show starts at 5:30 for the pre-party showcase, and we're going to have some great performers, great headliners, and it's going to be great. It's really going to be great. So I hope that you all can come. That's going to be June the 13th of 2020. I hope so. I hope you can make it down. Yeah. Next up, we have the I'll be going to the Carolinas for the Black Truth Film Festival. More on that. We'll get some previews and stuff. And so we're hoping that the people who are going to have their films showcased at the film festival, they'll send us some trailers so that you can see and we can get some hype going on about the film festival in North Carolina. Also, if you have not checked it out already, you are absolutely missing out. On Mondays and Wednesdays, you can check out the Nope or Dope show featuring my girl, the one and only 10 Carat. She runs the show from 7 to 10 p.m. Eastern, sometimes later, depending on your energy and how you're feeling, the music, and how everything's grooving. And usually we have a party. When I say we party up in there, we party till from 7 to 11. So it's like a 4-hour affair sometimes. But if you want to get your music showcased, and guarantee that it plays, attend the show, see how it is. I promise you, it's not like anybody else's show. Very high energy, and just a great hostess altogether. She actually does bookings for other events all across the nation as well. So you can get in contact with her. Send your music over, onenopeordope@gmail.com. You can also book her there, as well as to inquiries about booking for your next function or event. So please check her out. Also, in conjunction with My Life Entertainment, Kudos with Shay Star. Oh, did I take down that picture? Kudos with Shay Star will be premiering on the CEPTV network. We're looking at maybe the first week of May. And I believe that's going to be on Wednesdays. And she's going to have probably the next biggest show in the industry, I would say, because they kind of are phasing out shows of this caliber, and CEPTV is going to make that happen. So stay tuned for it. Is going to be a live show, a top 10 countdown show with other features, very fun features. And of course, Shay Star is really truly a star, and she has a magnetic personality. She's also a hostess, and she's been doing her thing in the industry for years. So make sure you check her out. shaystar.com. You can find out more about her, and that show is going to be coming up once again. That is going to be in May, first week of May. Hey, Montel, what's up? What's up? Thanks for tuning in. That's our partner and friend, our cameraman, Dirty South Grudge. We're going to be doing some projects very soon too. So I have not forgotten about you. I actually might need your help when we do the Tri-City Hip Hop Awards. So I'll be contacting you, Mr. Dixon. So don't run away. I'm gonna be hitting you up. So that is June the 13th. So let's link up for that, because I'm gonna need some more hands for the Tri-City Hip Hop Awards. So yeah, also Girls, Guys, and Comics Live. I'm excited about that show. It's going to be a panel of up to 6 people. We're going to do cosplay. We're going to talk about people who have, we're going to talk about independent not magazines, but independent comic book writers. We're going to be talking to people who are in the industry. Hopefully we can get Brian McGee on, who does storyboard artists, whose storyboarding is actually really closely related to comic books. So we're going to be talking about all kinds of stuff, and we're going to have contests. We're going to get some great sponsors. This is probably going to be one of the funnest shows and the most creative shows that I've ever been a part of. Again, that's called Girls, Guys, and Comics Live. That's me and my superhero character right there, my alter ego. I have no idea what my alter ego superhero character's name is, but I thought that shit was cool. So I hope you guys will join me. I think we're going to bring that out around July. Corona kind of pushed everything back. I wanted to do it in June, but I think we're going to bring this up around July so we can do it with our 1-year anniversary, because CEPTV will be officially 1 year old in July, on the 10th of July. So be sure to stay tuned for that. LVAMU is also going to be coming out. Sorry, y'all, I keep having to push it back a little bit, but LVAMU will be coming out with the voice acting micro university. We're trying to put processes in place where we don't really have to have too much moderation and people can self-take the course. So that's what we're looking forward to pretty soon. So yeah, it's gonna be awesome. Lots of things coming up for CEPTV, and we appreciate your viewership and participation. And again, thank you all so much for those of you who are hanging in with us now on the live show. So we do have some interesting news, and I went on to blacknews.com. I'm not really sure who's behind that site. Other than, the coronavirus dominating the headlines, there was some pretty good information on there. I seen that Stephen Van Dyke, an entrepreneur from Atlanta, Georgia, has developed a new app called 911 Alert. And what it does is connects families together when an emergency occurs. So once it downloads, the app will automatically send a text message to up to 10 contacts of your choice if you ever were to dial 911 to report an emergency. I thought that was pretty cool. Y'all know that I'm pretty geeky, and I like tech stuff. So I think that's pretty cool. Now, if you all didn't know, just for saying sake, your phone actually has a feature called SOS. The iPhone has it and the Android has it. So make sure, ladies, if you do a lot of walking at night or jogging or running, and basically what it does is you can, oh, let me take this superhero thing off real quick. Dang, where are you at? Okay. And basically what you can do is when you depress the power, your, I don't know what button you call it, but I guess your screensaver button, if you press it like 3 or 4 times in a row, what it'll do is send out a text message, a location, and some other stuff, and even like a sound clip of the sound of, where you are at that time. It'll send it to like 6 people in your contacts. So the idea of the app is not really new, but the fact that it automatically triggers when you call 911 is pretty awesome, because that actually is not an accidental press of the button. Is actually triggered by you because you're actually, in a situation that warrants you to call 911. So check that out. It's called 911 Alert. African-American entrepreneur Stephen Van Dyke from Atlanta, Georgia. Jasmine Smith, a talented African-American mompreneur with 2 children. Sorry, my dog. Is launching an online series. My goodness. Is launching an online series. Oh my goodness. I'm sorry, y'all. Is launching an online series of apparently no people can be outside when he's here. Gosh. Is launching an online series on Baby Vend, which develops custom vending machines stocked with baby products, and she's actually given a class on how to do that. So if you're looking for a couple of different streams of income, this would be a great idea, perhaps. So make sure you check it out. And we're going to go to commercial real quick, and I don't think my guest is going to show up. So 10 Carat is going to be calling in, and we're going to just talk about some stuff. Don't encourage dating, please don't. We're going to be talking about just some random things for a little while, and you all can chime in. Actually, you know what? This is a good preface tonight to talk about getting your attention. That's the show that we're coming out with. We got some hot topics coming. Probably going to have a lot of people upset at us, and we're probably going to lose a lot of friends, but come what may, right? All right, we'll be right back. Bam. Come here. Shut the fuck up. Go sit down. Oh, shit. And we are back. Thank you all so much for hanging out with us tonight. Well, this has definitely been a rogue night. Just unplug my light, my dogs start barking, guests not showing up. This is going to be a great show. So it only gets better from here. So I do thank y'all for hanging out with me tonight. If you want to call in, ask me anything, or talk about CEPTV, talk about something that you have going on that you might want to, be on one of our shows. If you want to talk about it tonight, we got about an hour left, and I'm not getting off of here until the hour is done. So y'all can call in tonight at 646-668-8484. 646-668-8484. We would love to have you on the show. I'm going to keep that ticker rolling up under there. What's up, Mr. Harry Lyles in the building, checking out CEPTV podcast tonight. You know what? Honestly, my guest sent me a poster on Instagram saying rest in peace to somebody. I guess somebody passed away, and that might be why, because I called my guest and they are not answering their phone is going straight to voicemail. And I just touched bases with them like at 7:30, and they were confirming that they were going to be on. And I'm thinking like everything is good. And then all of a sudden I get that message. So that might be, and things happen, guys. This is live, live TV. You just can't really foresee everything that may or may not happen. So, it's all good. So we always forgive our guests, because you just never know when something may come up. But guess who I got on the line with me tonight? I got 10 Keezy, as Dave Tolliver would say. 10 Keezy in the house. What's up, home girl? What you got going on tonight? Can y'all hear her? I think, yeah, I can hear you. So I think they should be able to hear too. What's going on, lady? Well, I appreciate it. Like I said, it's live podcast. So sometimes we got to improvise, and that's what it's all about. And I appreciate you for hanging out with me tonight. You can't hear her? I think Ivan said he could not hear. No, you don't need to do anything. I think I might need to adjust something. Okay, hold on. All right. Let's do it. All right, how about now? Okay, give it testing 1 2 1 2. Y'all should be able to hear her now. Tell you what, this is what we're about to do. We're about to jump off Blog Talk, and I want to send you this link, and you just hop on the live with me real quick. You don't have to, I don't have to I don't have to put your face. Oh, she can't. Okay. All right, good. All right. Ivan, can you hear now? Something must be wrong with your phone. Testing 1 2 3. Okay. Anyway, so we got a hearer in the building, so I think we're good. But if you want to jump on the live, I can send you the link. That's not a problem. It's a hell of a delay. Okay, Ivan said he's on his iPad, but can you not hear her? Okay, it's a delay. So yeah, Mischievousness says she can hear. So we should be good. Ivan might have to troubleshoot on his side. Maybe, I'm not sure. But anyway, so, we were just talking, like we kind of were taken aback and get the light out my face. Okay, I got it out. It's hard to move that thing around. Okay, we good now? We good with the screen? No, I just moved it. It's a delay. Okay, this one. Mischievous, can you still hear 10? I took the stream out. Okay, we about to see if they can hear you. Because we about to jump into some hot topics. We're gonna talk about the SEI, and we're gonna talk about Tri-Cities. Because, well, not really. I don't know if I really want to address that. I just want to talk about Tri-Cities. Forget that other. Forget that other. We gonna focus in on what we got going on, because this is going to be amazing. Ah, okay. So it is. I do. It's this. Okay. It's this thing right here. I gotta have this up. So what I'm gonna do is move to the side so y'all can see me. This has to be up, but I can change what this sees. Hold on 1 second. Okay, hold on. We're gonna share this screen. Okay, hold on. You should be good now. You add it back to the screen. It was just I didn't want them to see the back office. All right. How about now, y'all? Come on, we got to get this together. Right, I agree. Mischievous said, like, don't talk about it. That's giving them too much clout. You're absolutely right. And that's why I say we're gonna focus on Tri-Cities, because we are going to get this thing crunk. And I don't know if people even say crunk anymore, but that's exactly what we're gonna do. Okay. All right, Mischievous, can you hear her now? When you say that, do you hear yourself coming through the speakers? Because I hear me on something of yours. Kevin said lit. Right. Oh, wait. Oh, dang. How in the world? Okay, forget this. I'm just getting ready to send you this link, and you just gonna have to jump on the live. I don't have to add your face to the stream, but they should be able to hear you. 1 second, let me send you this inbox. Yeah, go ahead and hang up. Yep. All right, hang tight, y'all. She gonna come on the live. That way I can get this box off the screen. We about to do it the right way. Blog Talk will still be able to hear me. I'm thinking about dropping Blog Talk altogether. It's good for SEO. That's really about it. Here she is. There's Dayton barking again. Yeah, lit is 25 and below. Lit is like TikTok, even though I thoroughly enjoy TikTok. Like I have to, like, put it down so I don't stay on it for more than an hour at a time because I really do enjoy it, but I just haven't really been able to get into putting anything on it myself. Okay, there she is. There she is. Okay, let me remove this from the stream, add that to the stream, and then we gonna go.
Get
Bam.
me out of here.
Huh? There she is. So yeah, so it's the CEPTV late night hype, and I got my co-hostess, which she's my co-hostess of the live show anyway. So this only makes perfect sense that she's on here tonight. So y'all, again, go ahead and share the live. I mean, it is what it is, right? And like I said, shout out to my guest, Basement of Basement Boxing Talk. Not sure really what's going on, but I think something is going on with a loved one or a friend or family. He sent me something, some type of inbox that says to somebody, rest in peace. So I believe that might be something that, may be going on with personal thing. And this show was a little last minute because we had to replace a guest. We had to move some things around, and COVID-19 is really messing up people's schedules because I've had this schedule, my planner, my calendar for April for quite a while, but when COVID hit, it kind of shuffled everything around. So we're just gonna play it by ear. So 10, we are getting ready to do a show. We haven't put a solid date on it, but we're getting ready to do a show called Getting Your Attention. First of all, I don't know, like that name just came out the sauce. Like I was just up one night in my creative mode, and I was like, dang.
I want to right quick though is making sure that I'm not y'all don't hear feedback.
Oh no, you're good. You're perfect.
Okay, because I don't have anything on headphones, nothing.
Oh, you're good. I even said he
Okay.
could hear you. Yeah, it's good. And I don't hear any echo or feedback, so you're good.
Oh, good. Okay.
Yeah, so I'm really excited about this show that's coming up. And what do you think? Like, do you think it's gonna be like really controversial? I mean, I know people kind of like see us as fire and ice, like you're like the real fiery firecracker one, and I'm kind of like a little a little more calm in a way. I mean, I
It's
guess.
gonna be. I think it's gonna be really, really dope. I mean, because they're gonna get a chance to, see probably, pretty for the most part, both of us probably in a different light. When it come down to those issues and things, and I just think that they will also see a probably more serious side of me when it comes down to some things as well. Because I mean, everyone knows. I mean, I'm always, joking around, and I like to have a good time and stuff. But then some topics are really, I do look at them, personal. Some of them biasly. So they're gonna get a chance to really just see me and you. You know what I'm saying? I think in a whole different way that they probably wouldn't expect to see us, because there are going to be some topics that we're not going to leave any stones unturned. So I think it's going to be a really dope show, and I'm not worried about losing any friends or whatever the situation may be or whatever. Like they're just going to have to like you know get right or get left. So
Another show that we're anticipating coming to the CEPTV network is the Dave Tolliver show. We actually just got finished when Dave went live on IG. Had an amazing show, and you actually were on the show spitting some fucking bars, man. Like what? Like I
yeah,
was not expecting that. Y'all
yeah.
missed it. Y'all missed it tonight. So y'all
I
make
just
sure
had
y'all
to
check
show
out
out.
Dave's live.
I just had to show out real quick and just to, let it, just to kind of brush it off a little bit and just letting. I talk a lot of junk, but one thing about it, I can back it up. And I mean, it's just been a minute since I've, whatever. But I mean, I'm even gearing up to drop something this summer. So, um,
That's gonna be dope.
just kind of, I had fun doing that. And, so like, yeah, I still got it. So, like, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you missed it, but if you're friends with Dave Tolliver on IG, you should still be able to see it in the replay. I think it will replay like for what, 24 hours and then it goes away. something like that.
I think so.
Yeah. But yeah, check it out because she is actually the one. Like everybody else was jumping on the live, but nobody wanted to do the talent showcase. She was the one who like really got it, who really got it started, and then everybody else started coming on there and doing their thing. Really beautiful singers. Some other guys came on there and did some rap. Then I didn't hear any male singers, mostly just female singers. The one lady who sung "Eyes on the Sparrow," she did pretty good. Like, her effort was commended. Like, she wasn't the best singer, but she had already made a note of that. But
Right.
she did really good. So I told Dave, I was like, you're kind of on to something with that, that talent thing. I'm thinking like maybe we can, incorporate the Zoom onto the CEPTV live when he does it from, maybe do like 10 minutes of talent, incorporate that into a segment of his show. Like that would be awesome. And so like if you call in quick enough, maybe somebody can screen it. I don't know. I mean, it's gonna be funny like to see people bomb out maybe a little bit, but it will also be great because we have friends who are in the industry that are always kind of looking at things that you do with the No for Dope show. Adrian was on Dave's IG live looking at stuff that some of the people were doing on there. I mean, because you just never know where you're gonna find your next talent.
Right, and then you never know who's watching, so that'll be just really dope for him to do that and incorporate that in there. You never know. I mean, you never know.
Yeah, so those are just some ideas that I've been talking about. But back to getting your attention. I mean, I'm so this is kind of like something like I'm not really familiar with this territory because I'm more of a kind of a private person, but I'm kind of willing to put some things out there, maybe to hopefully add value in some areas, and in other areas where some people may not feel I add value, or we as a team add value, but maybe we can just let people understand that there's more than one perspective, because you and I, we always dialogue and we don't always see eye to eye, but it's always like we kind of understand, our different upbringings kind of shape the world around us, but at the same token, we flow so well together in all of our differences. Like it's so beautiful. And so that's what I would like for people to be able to see. Like you can be perfectly, good friends with someone that you may not be a total match with, and it's not to say like, there's a scripture in the Bible that says, two men cannot walk together unless you agree. And that is true to a certain extent. But
Right.
agreement is basically coming to the conclusion, like, we may not see eye to eye here, but we both have a common goal and we're walking towards a bigger picture together. So I think that's why you and I have gravitated towards each other. A lot of people don't know our backstory. I was just looking at one of my Facebook memories that came up today, and it was actually no, somebody was going through my pictures and they liked one of the old pictures from the conference. Oh my God,
Wow.
so I was like 20 pounds heavier then. Like, dang, I lost a lot of weight since then. but it just brought back a lot of memories. Like, this is when me and Tim first met. Like, this was the magic moment. I remember, like, every time I tell the story, I remember when I was doing that little end speech and I was kind of giving Tony his props or whatever. You see my eye? What? No. and I was giving Tony his props or whatever, and I remember our eyes catching for just like maybe 2 or 3 seconds, and I thought about that, and I was like, man, it's something special about this girl. I said, I don't know what it is, but I'm not gonna pursue her, but I feel like when the time is right, things will swing back around. And when people when people like, and the same thing happened with the creators conference when I met Audrey McGee. Like I heard a voice, audible voice, tell me that I needed to sign up for that conference, and I swear, like ever since then, like things have been like just CPTV and everything else has been, so we
Right.
I would just encourage people to listen to that voice, inside of you. And that voice led me to you. That voice led me to the Creators Conference, which has enhanced CEPTV like 1,000-fold and all of that. So I don't know. You know me, I'm long-winded.
I'm still here.
I was about to say, then she done got up and left.
I'm still here. I was just putting my phone on the charger, and y'all have to excuse me. It is the late night hype, so like,
It's a late
I'm
night.
hypely, I'm hypely, yes, yeah, a late night. But
Absolutely.
yes, you're correct.
We
It
supposed
was
to be in bed
funny.
anyway. I'm sorry, go
I
ahead.
was laughing though. It was funny how we did meet though, and just really thinking about that as well. And then our second time even working together, quote unquote, was with that comedy show.
Yeah. Yeah. Yep.
So and I was just like, dang, there she is again.
Yep.
Now that was funny, but and it's everything circled back around again.
During the comedy show, I think we were kind of like feeling each other out a little bit though. You look, when I say you look fabulous that day. Like I was like, oh my God, who is this woman? Like, you were dressed up, but it was like a kind of casual event for the what was it? I don't even know what it was. I had like so many titles on that. I was like music conference, meeting, town hall. I had everything on that damn day. I was like, is it a conference or is it a meetup or is it, what kind of function is it? Network? I had all kinds of titles on
It
that.
was everything though.
It was. It was.
Look, Kevin gonna laugh at hypely.
Hypely. Yes. Hypely.
A new word. Consult Webster.
Shout out to Golden Crown Media Productions on the
I
ones and
know.
twos. Absolutely. So basically, y'all, what you all see, the end result of the show's late night hype is a result of that man right there. He don't like to get his props. He likes to stay behind the scenes, but Kevin Arnold is the man with the plan.
Absolutely. I mean, Kevin is amazing and immaculate. Like, and he stays behind the scenes, but Kevin, you're freaking awesome.
Absolutely. Like so much stuff wouldn't happen without his dedication. Like I've never seen somebody go to the studio a day before just to make sure things are right on the technical side and then be there all day the day of the show. Like I mean, that's dedication, and we really really appreciate you. So we like to give our flowers, while they can be appreciated. We want to say, oh man, that, what I'm saying, we give our flowers. So kudos and props to you. Thank you for, excuse me, making CEPTV happen. Like for real.
Getting your attention, Kevin.
Yeah. Do we have your attention, Kevin? Look, he ain't gonna comment. But yeah, so 2020 Hip Hop Awards, that is going to be bomb. Like we're getting the carpet ordered. Let's see, pretty much the voting is still going on for the 2020 Hip Hop Awards. So if you guys are not familiar with that, that's going to be, I think this is going to put Columbus a little bit more on the map on a national scale. Like, again, like I said earlier, we got people coming from New York, we got people coming from
Everywhere.
LA, we got people coming from Mississippi. We got, local celebrities from the Atlanta area coming to support, coming to perform. Like it's gonna be so big. And whoever is watching, please make sure you go to mylifeentertainment.com to find out more information about that. That is the 2020 Hip Hop Awards, and it is going to be absolutely amazing. And I can't wait. It will be streaming on CEPTV. And hopefully my brother man over there, Montel Dixon, will help me out on some camera hands for that live event. It's gonna be amazing.
Yeah, it's gonna be really dope. I'm looking forward to it. Just really having a great time, networking, seeing the performances, just just chopping it up with new and old people, and just I mean, it's gonna be a really great time, and then it's free.
Yep, it is free. It is free. You do not have to pay to get in. We're gonna have now if you want to get a sponsor table where you'll have drinks and food, you're more than welcome. But you have to have it, I want to say at least 5 seats, like at least a half a table. But a whole table, I believe, seats 8, I believe. So it would be like $60 a person, but that's your food and your drinks. And we're working on some drink sponsorships. But Maurice Leggett, former NFL player for the Chiefs, will be joining us and also performing. And he's bringing a party bus down. So I
Right.
mean,
That's gonna be
oh my
awesome.
gosh! Like I'm trying to get them to stay longer, but there's a time limit on the bus or whatever. So they'll probably be leaving at about midnight. But I believe the show will be so hype, you know, we probably won't really need the after party, like, maybe for us locals. And I've been thinking about that ever since Q said something to me. Q is Quentin Miles, who's the owner of My Life Entertainment. Um, when businesses don't run and businesses are not open, they lose money. Alvin D has been helping out the community here in Columbus, Georgia, locally for years, and has been letting people, perform in his space, and do all kinds of events for very low prices, in at Martin's.
Martinis.
Martine. I'm sorry. I never
I
get.
don't know
I
why you want to say Martin
don't know
you all
why.
the time.
I always have for like as long as it's been around. That's why I always look at you and say Martine. But anyway, but yeah, he is one of the only African Americans who has had a club in good standing with the city for this long. I remember
Absolutely.
when the guy had the hookah lounge, the Big City or whatever, and it was a pretty nice club or whatever, but something happened with that. I think he ended up going to jail or something crazy happened with that. You remember Big City?
I remember it, but I don't know exactly what happened with the owner or what happened with the club.
Yeah, it was some craziness that went around that that happened with that. I remember seeing some fiasco in the news or whatnot. But he is, he has a good name in the community. I would like to honestly try to do a fundraiser for, to help him keep that building, because they're bleeding out with this coronavirus. Or maybe we can do an event and everybody like pay $50 to get in to help them get caught up on bills, like something, a couple of day events, like maybe some mixers or something, where you like all the proceeds go to helping the club. Like I really want to help work on something like that, where there's a benefit. Some people like to have the quid pro quo, they want to have the this for that, they don't want to just give the money. And I get it, I get the mentality behind that. That's not really me per se. But if we have some type of little function or
A
something
little
with some,
mixer after people get off work, like something,
yeah.
people get off work, they can come in and just a little mixer or something like that. That'd be really, really dope.
So I wonder when they open up the restaurants and stuff on Monday, if Alvin can start opening up his doors with minimal staff, and just we just start having some little things there to just kind of hype up the activity there, maybe like some daytime happy hours instead of just the night. Because I feel like to get caught up with this stuff, in order to survive, you're gonna have to do some daytime and nighttime operations. I don't really know what I'm talking about because it's not okay. Okay, yeah, but but we just want to support and help keep it going. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, we want to support it any way we can, but to at any point not having the club
Open. Right.
hmm is going to be
So
detrimental to the operation.
are clubs opening? I don't think clubs are opening back up this weekend, are they?
I don't think this weekend, but I thought like if they serve, do they ever serve food in there?
I know I think used to, or have before, or whatever. I'm not really sure, but I think it is considered quote unquote a lounge, not really a club. It's a, I think I'm not really sure what the entitlement is of martinis, but I don't know. Being honest, I don't know.
I mean, but my thing is like this is where we do our streets to the stage, and that is an important part of what we do as members or supporters of
My
my
life.
life, yeah, my life entertainment. So I feel like it's time for us to take some action to help them stay in business, because it's going to take a community to help them pull through this. I just really would hate to see that building taken over, and us not have I like the owners. I like the fact that Alvin D is doing such a great job, and have and like I said, I was hooked on Streets to the Stage when the first time I went to an event. I didn't feel any like negativity, like no harsh environment, for lack of a better term. It was
Right.
really nice. It was laid back. And, I maybe only seen like since the whole time I've been going, there may have been only like two little bitty, like little somethings or another that was just something, just a little wild hair or whatever. But I've never felt like uncomfortable there.
Right.
Q's presence is always a great thing. It's like always having like a big brother there. So you really ain't got nothing to worry about. That's always a good thing. But people respect you. People respect Alan. Alvin, and that means a lot to have a platform like that in our community. That's huge. We need
Absolutely.
that. We need those figureheads so that young men can see. This is what, if we're going to be in this environment, these are the types of images that we need to project.
Absolutely.
So whether you guys, Q and Alvin, whether you all know it or not, you guys are role models, because you all can conduct business even in a nightlife arena in a very professional way, and provide an environment where adults like me who don't really get out a whole lot, but when we do come out, we don't have to feel uncomfortable. That's a huge deal. Like
Or
that's
adults
huge.
like me that when I do, decide to get out, like I don't have to, right? I feel comfortable and don't have, because I don't like to be around the crowds and being, this and this and that or whatever. So when I'm there, I literally know, like I do feel that protectiveness with situation. Because one thing about security, they be up on it. So
Yep.
like I just really be like, okay, I'm good. So yeah, I've never really just worried about anything up in there ever.
Mm, never, never, never. Like even like I said, from the first time I came, and I want to say I came by myself. I want to say I came by myself. Lee may have met me. I think Lee met me on like the third or fourth time. Her and Courtney met me there one time, or a couple of times. Well, it's been more frequently since then. But like the first time I went, I was like, oh, okay, this is I can do this. It's not, yeah. It kind of warmed me up from being able to navigate within those two different worlds. Like, okay, and that's one thing about when you are, people want to use the term boss, but we got to be rulers. We got to learn how to rule our environment, and not to be like boisterous and loud or whatever like that. But you have to be always in control of you. And
Right.
when we go into those environments, and we need to be able to navigate through different types of environments and still have a presence of mind.
Absolutely.
And of course, this environment, you drink or whatever, but you can still do well, and get a lot out of a situation in whatever, whatever environment you're in. And it helps that it's a great environment, and that it's a safe environment, that you don't feel like, even though the music is one thing because it's entertainment, and a lot of people like to get that kind of crossed up. Don't get me wrong, we don't want to try any of these performers out on the streets because we don't really know all of their stories. But I'm just saying, they keep it entertainment when they're in the building, and that's what I love about being a part of the My Life platform. Like, I love being a part of that. I love being able to say, we're going to this event, streets to the stage. Like, I wish I had got involved earlier, like when he was doing the stuff at Smith's Old Bar and stuff like that. Because now I really see what it's really all about. I see the vision that Quentin has had for the community, and it's a shame that it's taken a long time for people to finally really jump on. But I think the Hip Hop Awards is going to be a huge game changer. Like, I really do.
Absolutely.
Yep. So, with that being said, y'all need to join us June the 13th, tentatively June the
And it's
13th.
going down.
Yeah, it's going all the way down. So, yep, we're looking forward to that.
What are you drinking?
Water.
Oh, okay. Oh, I found a new coconut water today. I got to test it and see how it tastes. That's the only coconut water that they had, but I'm gonna test it and see how it tastes. In a little while, I hadn't, yeah, you made me think about that. So, like, yeah, but I'm gonna test it and see how it tastes, and yeah.
Okay. I like drinking. I don't like mine cold, honestly. I drink mine at room temperature.
I mean, I'll drink it at room temperature too, but I wanted to see what it tastes like. A little bit cooler because I just put it in the refrigerator just a few minutes ago because I forgot I had it outside.
Gotcha.
I forgot I
For
left
those,
it in the truck. So I was like, whoa.
yeah, okay. Well, for those of you who are kind of peeping in and you see the theme of the show is Basement Box Talk, I believe originally scheduled guest, Basement, who has a wonderful, might I add, podcast that premiered one of his shows on CEPTV last week. I believe he has had a death in the family, or death of excuse me, the death of one of his close friends or somebody in the family, because he sent me something right a little bit later, right after I confirmed he was going to be on the show. And then when I tried to give him a call, his phone went straight to voicemail. So his phone is obviously purposefully turned off. And I know he wouldn't really like do that on purpose, but I think something has happened. So, we're going to reschedule this talk, because I still want to definitely talk to him about his show. I think you all would be really interested. It was one of our first sports, our first sportsy, um what am I trying to say, content that we've had on CEPTV. And
What, you
yeah,
screwed it over or something?
huh?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I can't wait till because I was really interested in tonight's
I
show as well.
I
Just
told
because,
him about
and I was
yeah.
like, dang. And then when you sent me the message, I was like, oh my goodness. So, like, yeah. Speaking of boxing, like, I've been in a few professional boxers inbox about, what I'm saying, possibly being on the late night hype. But they are
Awesome.
located in Atlanta. So I'm just waiting to hear back from them or whatever. And that's going to be really dope too if they go ahead and say yes.
Yeah, that will be so cool. And you probably gonna be leading the questions on that show, because that's not really my realm. So I know that will be a strong point for you. So that's gonna be cool, and I'm really happy that we're gonna like be able to get everything resituated, so that way, we're probably gonna get like one more camera, so that way we can capture some other unique shots of um
Mm.
of the show for our viewers. So Kevin and I were talking about that the other night. Kevin, you still with us?
Kevin.
But yeah, we were talking about that. So it's just so amazing how things have grown. My first show on here was in May of 2019, and look, we're coming up on a whole year of podcasts. And when everybody talks about consistency, they are right. Consistency does pay off. It's something about
Absolutely.
consistency. When you do something on a consistent basis, you sow seeds to the universe. Like when you keep on
Absolutely.
doing something, you're bound to reap. I don't care if it's something that it's good or something that's bad. When you do something consistently, you're going to reap eventually. It's just a matter of, when the Father, Creator, whatever you believe, when your higher power or whatever that cycle that you're in says, yeah, now she's ready or he's ready for that next level. So it's a good thing. It's been a wonderful learning experience.
And I'm enjoying the ride. I'm not gonna lie, like I'm enjoying it. Like it's really different for me, but I'm enjoying it, and I just look forward to tomorrow, to what's coming up next. To the future. I'm looking really forward to everything because it's been amazing so far, and the ride has been, you know, I mean, the ride has been amazing, and I'm just telling everyone to make sure you all keep your seatbelts on, and y'all continue to enjoy the ride too because they're riding. It's people riding.
That's right. And guys and girls, make sure you all tune in tomorrow. Do you have an artist spotlight for tomorrow?
Actually, tomorrow I don't have, as of right now. Well, I can't have a. It's 1 o'clock in the morning, and no one has. Hold on one second. Um, it's 1 o'clock in the morning. I just looked at my email right there and looked at the email, but and no, someone didn't confirm what they needed to confirm. So as of right now, I don't have an artist spotlight or feature artist tomorrow. As of right now, but anything can change between now and tomorrow evening. But as of right now, no.
That's cool. That's a new feature that you're kind of just warming us up into, so we can't wait. Like, oh my gosh, like I will tell you, let me tell you some of my maybe like the top 5 or 10 artists that I can remember by name. Um, Number one is probably going to be a tie between my friends, uh, Maurice Leggett and Dave Tolliver. Like they're in two different worlds as far as with their music, but of course, we grew up with Dave Tolliver's music. But Maurice Leggett brings something new to the hip hop and R&B and rap scene. Especially with the Ferragamo this, Ferragamo that. Like I really love that song. And
Right,
then
it kind of puts you in the '90s, kind of put you in the '90s kind of groove a little bit because you can
yeah,
really just jam off of it. But my friend girl says my sister says she dances. I mean, she exercises off of that.
really.
Right. She couldn't even push dope on the show last night because she was too busy dancing and whatever. And then by the time she
Right.
pushed it, so like and you're right, she gets a little workout on off of that. So like it's
That's
crazy.
what's up. That's what's up. And then of course Dave Tolliver, like I cannot wait. Now I don't know if has Maurice actually dropped his music yet. His
I'm not I'm not sure about him, but I know Dave has it and I had it first. And I have
that's
it.
right. That is
Right.
amazing. Like it pays to have great friends in higher places, right?
Absolutely.
But yeah, we appreciate those guys. They are amazing, and they have really like been awesome and an amazing part of CEPTV. So they have definitely helped motivate the situation. But yeah, so I'm biased. I'm sorry. Like their songs are like the top, so I can't really pick number one between those two. But then the second would be E. Javen.
I like EJVN too.
Um,
And matter of fact, he's performing at the Hip Hop Awards as well.
Yeah, I cannot wait to see that young man. I cannot wait. Like, and he's from Ohio too, right?
Right, correct.
Really? I mean, you know what I'm saying? No. um, let's see. I'm trying to remember them by name. Uh, The third is probably going to be, dang, it's going to be hard to put. Well, because I heard E. Javen first, I'm going to have to say E. Javen, but then it would be DNA.
I love her as well. Oh my God, 14 years old, writer and arranger. She's just awesome as hell.
Absolutely. My fourth is going to be Blossom.
I
That
like her as well.
song, I mean, I rocks that song. Like I got, and what I want to, what I'm trying to do is find everybody on Spotify so I can make a customized playlist of all the people that I support, because I know every time you stream something on Spotify they get royalties, so
Right.
that's how that works. So yeah, Blossom is going to be number four. And what's the gentleman last name? Hill.
Slim Hill.
What was the name of his song?
Give me me.
I like Gimme Me. Number six is gonna be I Don't Believe That Lie. I can't think of his name. I don't believe that lie. Something, 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 something. um
Now I'm confused.
Sean, he'd be like, I don't believe that lie. Dang. Can't think of the name of the song.
And I
Okay,
don't know what you're talking about.
yeah, yes you do. Cause what's your sister's name?
It might not be I don't believe that lie either.
It is. I don't believe that lie.
That's what I'm trying to think. I don't even remember hearing that at
That's
all.
not the name of the song, but that's a verse that he sings in that song.
Is it Go Off?
I like Go Off too. Yeah, that's
Yeah,
not
that's
it
good.
though. Go Off is gonna be my number seven.
Is
Like,
it Stephen Penn, Desire Door?
yes, Desire Door. Yes, that is it. That's
Okay.
Yes, Stephen Penn. Because you know why I want to say Sean? Because there's an actor named Sean Penn, and that's what
Right.
I was thinking, correlating those two together. Number eight is going to be. I already know who my number 10 is. You're not gonna believe who that is, but you kind of probably already know. Number eight is going to be what's the little kids? The lunatic?
Lunatics.
Yeah,
I mean, New Retro with
new
Lunatic.
retro. New retros. Um and I know I'm probably and number nine is gonna be freaky.
Oh, from Trill Gang.
Uh-huh. And then number 10, Ike and Tina.
Oh, AWOL. AWOL.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
My favorites on there though, really like I can't really just like put them in order. Of course, for me, Mo Leg and Dave Tolliver don't count.
I know that's why, but they can't go without being mentioned because they got
Right.
like some of the hottest. Because and that's why I said I'm biased. So really, it should be from 2 to 11 versus 1 to 10. Because I
And
can't.
then like DNA for me, she doesn't count. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like I mean, cause like they are like that's automatic for me. You know what I'm saying? But like that guy Prejean, that Takeoff.
John,
I
yeah.
love that hook. Is
Mhm.
you know, just what he's saying, would take off on that hook. That hook really has me like, whoa. But I'm
What's
loving
the girl?
him.
What's the girl that Ray Baker produced?
Is it that might be Jada Lewis, silly?
Okay.
That might be her. Um, hey Moon.
Hey
Moon said hello.
cousin. Hey cousin, I love you. I haven't been able to send your headphones because they don't have international shipping. So what I'm gonna have to do is send them to myself first and then ship them to you international. But I have not forgotten about you. Love you, love you. Mwah, mwah. She's actually my cousin is from Barbados,
Uh oh.
where Rihanna is from.
Uh oh.
Yep.
Sound like a trip in the making.
I know, right? Yep. I've been saying that I'm gonna come and visit her for some years now. So we as soon as this corona stuff is up, we gonna make it happen. I'm having my late night weps right now. I wep
Oh,
up late at night.
don't talk about that. Be over here scratching like a dog in front of everybody. But I love Prejean right now. I'm really loving that. Um the real deal J Hill, I'm really loving Everybody Ain't Built. And then even knowing the message that he, is saying in that song. So I'm really feeling that.
Mm-hmm.
Trying to see who else is on that show that, of course, Slim Hill, Give Me Me. Yeah, and everybody better stay on the lookout with some stuff with Slim Hill coming soon. Me and him are collaborating on some things.
Awesome.
Of course, I fool with everybody from Trill Gang, so that's all giving Freaky and Hen Dog and um Freaky, Hen Dog, dang, what's the other artist name from Trill Gang? Yeah, it's another artist from Trill Gang as well. He submitted me something. Um, and I'm really, really, really digging it as well. So that's been just really dope. It's named Bishop.
Okay.
So I'm anything pretty much that sound that they have, that's that UGK sound, you know what I'm saying? And of course, I mean that's always like, a go for me. I don't know, it's a few artists on there that literally I really, really, really really rock with in general with some of the things. Of course, they Ike and Tina, that AWOL, I like that. Like it's just the way it sounds. It just sounds
It's
really
my it didn't resonate with me at first because it was so different. And that's what makes things pop. Like you're not gonna find that like nowhere no time soon. Like somebody might come behind, but nobody's doing that sound right now. And that's why like kind of grew on me, like, like when I hear it, I'm like, oh snap. But at first I was like, what the hell? And then like the more I heard it, I started liking it even more.
And then, of course, I can't forget my boy, you know what I'm saying, Young Legacy, you know what I'm saying? I rocks with him hard, so anything I hear about Young Legacy, because he's just really, Young Legacy is really talented, really, really, really talented. I mean, he's a lyricist. And I'm gonna always rock with him. So I mean, I can't like, yeah, when it comes down to, that, I love pretty much everything that he touches. Six that go off.
Yeah.
And he got another song called I think it's Peace Pipe, or it's something that, well, life's well, no, that's Cool I Am. I'm thinking of Cool I Am. But Cool I Am has a few songs that I really like too. He has Life's Pain. That song right there just reminds me of some things that kind of like, it just bring back memories. So there are a lot of dope artists that have been submitting, dope artists that have been submitting from internationally, out of the country, Nigeria. Matter of fact, you remember the artist that submitted that song from Nigeria or whatever, like in the video, and that was really dope. That was really, really, really dope. So like there have been a lot of people, a lot of artists that have been submitting just really good dope music. And I can say that I don't know about anybody else's, retrospect show, the review show, but I've been blessed to just have some really dope music come through that show.
Absolutely.
Really just vibe and just rock out. And I don't really have like quote unquote like, can't say super favorites, but I just love, great music, good music, and that's what's been coming through. So like I don't mind, I sit there and do what I do and stuff, and I don't know, like I just be loving. I just love to hear those new sounds. I just love that.
Heck yeah.
That does something to my soul.
I'm getting a little feedback now. I'm not sure if it's a position. I don't know if anybody else can hear the feedback, but I'm just getting a little bit. So let's talk about this. This. Right here. Right here. Right here. You remember this character?
Yes, I remember that.
That was a great show. That was a great show. I really appreciate George and thank him for not beating me up for calling him Gerald. Like the whole time, all the promotions that I have pretty much have Gerald. So I got to go back and edit that stuff and change it and all that good stuff. But man, he's a brilliant kind of guy. Like he has a good head on his shoulders. He's not your average guy. He's not your average guy. And if you go on like his Instagram, he's a heavy hitter. Like he's gonna give it to you straight. And that was one thing that was
Monkey
like, you
bitch.
know what? Something about this guy. He has a creative edge that you're not going to get. And that's what I look for. I look for the underdogs. I'm like, it's you. You are the person that I want to talk to. You know, I love talking to people that have already made it, like I do. And I love cultivating, you know, great relationships and network. But I'm here for the underdog because we're the underdogs. You know what I'm saying? So
Right.
you know, and like one thing Maurice had said to me the other day when I was joking with him, he had liked one of his own songs or he put a dope on it. And I was like, you can't like your own song. He was like, you know, I gotta like it before anybody else likes it. And I was like, damn,
Right.
you know, you
Right.
gotta
You have to support yourself and be, love, right, right. If you don't support yourself or like what you do and why should everybody else or
mm-hmm.
anyone else?
Yep. And let's talk about this.
Now, this is going to be a great show Thursday.
Yes, they have a lot going on. Like Georgia Boy is an award-winning artist, and he has a great management team or you know manager. Uh,
Right.
Little Boys Entertainment. So this is going to be a great show. Like I cannot wait until Thursday. Um, it's so amazing. You know, we have this beautiful lineup of shows, and we're actually going to be able to migrate this over to linear television very soon. Once we, you
Right.
know, make sure all of our uh, I's are dotted and our T's are crossed, we're going to go to cable. And I've been saying this now. The first route that we were going to take had to be scrapped
Right.
because where I'm going, where CEPTV is going now, if I go the first route, it would be a conflict of interest. But what the route that we're going now is still going to take us into cable, and it's still going to take us on to pretty much every streaming mobile app um, that there is right now, and take us on to pretty much every smart TV app. So if you have a TV that you know already has the smart TV features, you'll be able to link your CEPTV platform onto there, and we are very excited about that. So again, you know, I got to keep plugging it. So if you are a business owner and you either have a brick and mortar and you're trying to shift to online, you need to get in now with these sponsorships while the prices are at an introductory rate. We
Absolutely.
got your back, and we're going to get you the eyes that you want on your product. And also, coming this fall, there's going to be some changes to the interview platform. So we'll be sending out more sponsorship informations for coming on to the live show because it's only going to get better, ladies and gentlemen. And we thank you all for your support. So, yeah, this show is going to be great.
And
Also,
I'm looking so forward to everything.
yeah. Also, make sure you go to the CEPTV merch mall. I should have put the website down there, but you can actually go to CEPTV and check out some of our merchandise. We even have a bag that features our little promo right here, overnight weekender bag. And you know, it's just fun. It's just for support. Like we don't expect to sell like a million of these, but
Yes, the hell we do. Not the plan. Not the
but
plan.
we're gonna get some cool things going on, and that
Uh,
shirt that we talked about is in the works, and we're gonna start advertising that soon. Thank you, Cuzzy. Love you. Look at my cousin. She's so sexy. Look at her.
thank you, cousin. We're gonna hopefully see you sometime in the next within the next year. Like we're coming.
Heck yeah. I mean, it's summertime in Barbados all the time,
Look, and she my cousin. I'm gonna have my little 2 piece on.
right?
I'm gonna go find me a Barbadian in the Orient.
You gonna be like Stella.
Yes, I'm going over there, and I don't want to be like Stella.
Oh,
You
okay.
know what she found out afterwards.
Oh no. You know what the crazy thing is? I love that movie, but I stopped at the point where it looked like things were gonna get bad because I didn't want to see it end.
Well, she did good in the movie, but in real life, he wound up being gay.
Nuh-uh.
Yes, I mean,
So that was
in real
based
life.
on a true story?
Right, right, right. It
Oh,
was based on a true story dealing with, some, dealing with the author, because that was a book at first.
okay.
And then it got turned to a movie. But yeah, I don't want to be like Stella, not like that. I want to be like her a little bit, but not like that. Please don't be gay, Barbadians. What do you call them? Well, I mean, what would the men be called? Mandingo warriors. Um, what would the men? Don't laugh. Y'all see this? No.
Cousin,
What would
how do people pronounce the people? Is it Barbadians? Is that
yeah,
Barbadians?
Barbadians.
Yeah.
Look, I done gave them a whole nother name, the Mandingo warriors. So, cousin, when I come over there, I am looking for me a Barbadian Mandingo warrior.
But she said yes. She said yes, please. Oh, that was my laugh for the day. Oh, that's awesome.
Barbadians.
I'm,
Oh yeah,
I'm
they call Barbadians because they. So are they culture with Indians?
no,
Or
no.
should,
You put on IANS on pretty much all peoples. Like I'm from Ohio, so I'm an Ohioan. That's yeah.
so
It's
I'm a okay. Oh, you know what? I never thought of. I'm a Georgian Indian. I'm a
Georgia.
Mississippian.
Yeah, you're a
I
Georgian
can't say it.
or Mississippian.
Oh, she said she got me, girl.
Yes, she did. Uh-huh. Yep. We
I,
definitely gonna have to take a trip across the water.
I might not even want to come back.
You might not.
Wow.
I'm pretty sure it's a excuse me. I think cousin, would you say living in Barbados is more of a more simpler life in comparison to living in the States?
So she's lived here before.
Yeah, she's been here before. I don't know if I would say, well, no, yeah, she did. Yes, her Aunt Maxine did live here for a while. Yeah,
I
absolutely.
heard
She was
Carnival
born
in
here.
Barbados. Okay. I heard Carnival in Barbados is really, really, really nice. Like, yeah, I probably would fall in love and just not want to come back. Oh my goodness.
That's what she just posted. Talking about, she said, come when it's carnival time.
Oh my goodness. I may not. Oh my goodness.
But she's saying that yes, it's more slow paced there. So I would say, in a sense of cultural, like if you say somewhere is slow, that means they're simpler. Like they probably get music, new music will come there a lot later.
Right.
Trends are probably direct influences for what they see on TV, and if they don't see those things on TV until months later, when trends are just moving so fast. Unless, I mean, I think social media would probably help them keep up on trends because TikTok is like nothing but trends just coming through, coming through, coming through, coming through.
And then
She
I
said,
can't
nice.
their food though. I can't wait. Like, oh my goodness, their food. Their food. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, we're gonna come and get us some Barbadian culture. You know, we've been talking about coming over there for years, but I know she's also wanting to come, you know, at least come and visit here too. So we're gonna try to make that happen as well. Definitely, for
Good.
sure. We've been talking about that for some time, but we need to open us up a little savings account and like start throwing some monies over there. So you and my little cousin can come, and maybe even your fiance, and y'all come and take a trip. Come on and visit.
That'll be
That
cool.
would be good. Yep.
So,
Yep. Come on.
cousin, hopefully soon we'll see you soon. And look, I done just claimed her as my cousin too. Cousin.
Absolutely. Yep. Yep. Absolutely. But let me take a quick commercial break. I got a few more that I need to play. I mean, even though this is kind of like a buffer show because our guest didn't show for whatever reason, we still got to, do our sponsor thing. I'm going to take a quick commercial break and then we're going to come back with the second half, which will be the last 20 minutes of the show. Can you believe that we only have 20 minutes of the show left? That's crazy. Like we've been on here that whole time. I tell all my guests that 2 hours on radio goes by so fast, especially when you're having fun. And we always have fun. It's always a great conversation. But yep, 1 second. We're going to take a quick break. Let me pull up a nice little banner that everybody can look at. And we are going to
We'll be back, you guys.
be back. Let's see, let's show that. I feel like I didn't get through my whole talk. I got a little anxious there, but we have some current events in CEPTV media. I did tell everybody that the Dave Tolliver show was coming soon. Warrior Style Films, which is the gentleman we talked to last week, which is George LeGrand. And Positive Podcast has launched the first two episodes on CEPTV. And it is a really good podcasts. We also have and the reason why I say that is because she is like me, but she has her own style. She likes to highlight the positive things that people, but mostly African Americans, are doing in their realm, whatever realm they are in. Episode number 2, I was really intrigued by, because she honed in on the fact that African Americans are not in STEM, or not in coding, or not in AI technology like we should be, and we are being
Right.
left behind. Because the problem is, anytime you have a program that's programmed by a person, there's going to be some biases that are programmed into the system. So if we are not, let's just say, for instance, this is what she said. She said, if we are not making sure that our faces are represented, you might go into like some type of AI scanner and it reads you as a man because you don't have the features of a white woman.
Right. Because you right, right, right.
And then there were some other amazing points that she made. um there's coding classes that people can take for free, and if you aren't interested in those things, then please, we need to get this next generation interested in these things, because we are going to be left behind. When I tell you this is so important, like, she really made a good point, and I implore you all to listen to the Positive podcast that has launched currently on CEPTV. You can find it. It's like a cross and some little cartoony things. You can see that Deadly Silence is running its preview trailer on CEPTV currently, and Butter is coming in May. I
I
still
can't
feel
wait
like
to
I'm
see that.
missing one more thing that I had in my mind to say, but oh man, Butter, I can't wait.
Yeah, I want to see that movie.
Yeah, that's gonna be good.
I think that's going to be that movie's kind of gangster. I think that's probably why I really want to see it.
Oh yeah, and it's awesome to know people who are doing amazing things like that. Larry Brother Saeed is actually another one of the reasons why I kept going with CEPTV. Him, and want to give props to him and Lothario, who basically kind of cheered along the way, and Brother Saeed, who had gave some really solid advice and helped me maintain a certain resolve about what type of value CEPTV could eventually be. And it's coming. Like, it's just people like that who believe in the vision without seeing it
Right.
complete. That's really important. That's really
Yeah, I
important.
think with the coding and the coding and whatever. I mean, because I do like some schools do teach STEM now, and that's a good thing, as well as robotics. So, I mean, I'm thinking, those two things are really good that they are doing that with a lot of the school systems and stuff now, whatever. I haven't really heard of them teaching coding yet, but like you were saying, like if they want to learn coding, or want to learn coding, there are a lot of free ways to do so.
Yes, it's Free Coding Academy, freecodingacademy.com. Like, they've been promoting that website for God knows how long, and smart people took advantage of that. And I'm not gonna call myself a dumbass, but I really wish that I'm not, well, I mean, I'm here for CEPTV, but I wish that I would have taken the time to, or had the time or whatever, figured out a way to carve out time to harness those skills. And like my cousin was saying, she said she's been exposed to Scratch and Java. I've been exposed to Java, but I think Java is getting ready to be out the door. Like, Scratch might be the next thing, but I think Java is on its way out.
Yeah, I'm familiar with Java. I'm not familiar with Scratch.
Yeah. Okay, that's good. So you guys over in Barbados have a lot of STEM programs going on, or STEM initiatives. And Python. That's the yeah, Python. That's one of the newer ones. Did
Sound
you
like
know, cousin, that if you it doesn't matter if you know about the coding, if you create a program and just hire people to teach it, you can get grants for that stuff and get paid from it. Like you might have to scout out some locations to kind of like put on the programs. And if you network with some key people in your area, there's all types of grants for that. And I know it's not just the American government, but I know that your government probably has those funds too. But you just have to, kind of find out people who can show you how to seek out those funds.
Okay, she said slowly but surely. Okay. STEM, STEAM, and right.
Right. Yep. And that's what it is here. Actually, there's a guy that I've been trying to link up with, and I know COVID probably messed his program up too. I was planning on having him on the show on April. I want to say it was going to be the second or first week of April. Oh, sorry, but I forgot never to. Oh, wait, it was no, it was the second week of April. I mean, the first week of April on a Tuesday, but then I thought about it, like for somebody who has something like that, I would want them to come and, come and showcase some things, what they have. So uh, then I thought about it, I'm like, okay, STEM program is not probably appropriate for a late night hype show.
Right.
Podcast, maybe late night show. Um, but
Because
so
more
that's
so the younger generation needs to be able to. Right. Right.
So that's why I was like, you know what? We need to go ahead and open up the CEPTV talk once again. Like we need a daytime show. So that's why we're getting ready to start CEPTV talk. And that will be Thursday. I can't decide if it'll be early evening, but CEPTV talk will probably be mid afternoon, like from maybe like 5 to 6 or early evening or something like that. Something where, people can actually catch it, or they'll be more inclined to kind of go back to it because it's an earlier show. Because, if it's a late night show, we drop S bombs and F bombs and all kinds of things on the late night
Pew,
show, so
pew.
make sure we get a daytime show that's a little more
Kids.
daytime. Yeah. Yeah, yep. Because there's a lady, man. There's so many people at the Comic Con that I met that I want to be on the show, but not Comic Con, Onyx Con that I met
Yeah,
that I want to be on the show, but the late night thing is just not for them. Like Audrey and Brian, they want to be on the show, but the late night they don't do the That's awesome, cousin. Well, let us know if we can help in any way. That would be great to see. Yeah, that would be good for you to open up your own school there. Let us know how we can help be a part of that. You need some videos, some promotional videos
and that's
done.
cool.
And we have people within our realm that will pull some favors for us, so we can help you get things done, and definitely cut down on some of your workload for you. But that's what we're here for. we're
That
here
is
to
cool.
we're here to help you make that happen. We want to see something like that happen. I would love to you know be a part of that in any way possible, even if it's just like way in the background. But we would love to help you with that in any way possible.
Oh
Absolutely.
man, that is dope.
Hmm. Man, 13 minutes to go. But yeah, so we are just, two young ladies out here, trying to put some positive influence on the world, and help people as much as we can within our circle of influence, and then build our circle of influence to a bigger circle of influence. And we just are thankful to our creator that there are people who are willing to help us do that, because they see, we're not out here trying to, get over on anybody. We really want to, help people. And that's what we
Right.
want to do. That's just who we are. That's what CEPTV is all about, to highlight. And it's about infrastructure. It's about creating some type of infrastructure so that, we can look back on legacy of things that we've created and try to put in place, not just for our generation, but for generations to come. And that's what it's all about. Mhm.
Absolutely. As I can say, it's been a blessing though. Yeah, I mean, and and I think this. I'm glad people got a chance to tune in with us tonight. Because I know they see little test runs sometime being done and seeing certain things, but like, is that thunder?
Not, I always get it later than you, depending on
Oh,
where it's coming from. So it could be you. It usually rains on your side of town before it comes this way.
but I mean, it's just a blessing, that to be able to have people that are willing to help to see the vision and just doing what's necessary to help us move forward. But I don't know, like I'm just really enjoying this ride. Oh, she say, "Oh yeah, we coming, moon chat,
Oh
moon
yeah,
order, we coming."
oh yeah, we coming for
But I
sure.
mean, when like I was saying though, that I got like I don't know what the hell, but like just to people seeing right now the technical difficulties, the guests couldn't come on, that something happened with him, like this the late night hype. I'm laying in the bed, you're right there, like, but they are may even get from this that we are normal people and just like them, and like when they see us out and about, yeah, we turn up, but in the same sense, like we're just like them. We are normal people that, just don't mind working for what we want and just gonna continue to work for what we want, and we ain't in nobody else's lane and in their way. And I mean, we in our own little lane doing our own little thing. So if you're in our lane, you better move, get out the way, because we're gonna run your ass over. But no, I'm just, but it's just it's what's going on right now and what's to come to me is really awesome. And just to let people see that, yes, it does take work, because everything is not given and it doesn't just fall from a tree. It takes work, but if you continue to be consistent, like you were speaking of earlier, consistency and hard work and dedication and just being just faithful to the grind, it'll pay off.
Hmm. Yeah, that's what it's all about. That
Late
is
night,
what.
early mornings, vamp life. Whoop, whoop, vamp life.
And I appreciate a lot of things. I do listen to Gary V. I'm not gonna lie. He's really um Gary V is brilliant because he's so fundamental. He's so fundamental and simple. Like the advice that he gives, a lot of it is really common sense. It
Right.
just comes from his gut. Like it's like, okay, like I seen him kind of go back on something that he said because people misinterpreted what he said, but I believe that they misinterpreted this particular thing that he said out of their own wantonness and wanting somebody to blame. Because Gary V is like, if you don't want to do something, fucking quit. He'll tell you in a minute, fucking quit, like fucking stop, fucking, fucking do this, fucking do
Right.
that, or whatever, it's bullshit or whatever. I like that rawness about him because he'll say those things. But what happened was, I guess a whole bunch of people just fucking quit their job without really
Thinking of a plan to do
thinking.
what right.
Yeah, like, it's like, okay, you have to get to, like, you can fucking quit, but you have to get to that point where you can, you know what I'm saying? And so I seen something come up on one of my feeds, and it's like, when he kind of doubled back on something that he said. He was like, when I told people to quit their job, it didn't mean like right then and there. It just means kind of like get to the point where, I'm paraphrasing, I'm very poorly paraphrasing, but what I'm just trying to say, that, I still work a 9 to 5, and my 9 to 5 has funded CEPTV thus far, and it's all about the dream and the vision and just working the goal, and of course having some type of plan. And the business plan is in place. We aim to be a solutions based platform network, that focuses on the African American genre of content, but positioned in a place to showcase it for all the world to see on a beautifully platform with beautifully curated content. And that's what we're working towards, in our own ways, and we have our own ways of coming down this road. 10 Carat is more on the music side, where I'm more on the shows and the production side. Exactly,
Right.
exactly. Yep. She says, why quit if you don't have another plan in place? And that's what I was saying. Like, I think Gary Vee had to double back on that because people were trying to find a way to blame, well, you gave me this sage advice and told me to quit my job,
But tell
but
he should tell them mother suckers to jump up in off a 1,000-foot bridge then and see how many I'm gonna do that.
right. There has to be some common sense. And of course, he always prefaces it with something, around that talk. You can't just quit. Like, he'll tell his story, about things that he went through and hardships that he had when he was young or whatever. And, I love the fact that he tells children to stop being disrespectful to their parents. Like, if you have
Right.
to, if you have to live there, you don't diss your parents. Like, you don't, you can't be disrespectful to the, what is the saying? You live under my wings, you fly by my rules. And sometimes you have to bite it. Now, save it to say, I'm not talking about any type of abusive relationship. Every time, sometimes you talk about something that people want to go into extremes. We're not talking about anything extremely abusive, but what he says in a lot of his talks is, you can't really be disrespectful to your parents. They may not have all the answers, but they do the best the best that they can with what they have. And it's, as an adolescent or as a young person, it's your charge to pretty much do the same. But at the end of the day, it's your life,
Right.
So, and that's not just to adolescent. I love the fact that his message resounds because he talks to people in their 50s and their 60s. And, these people are make plans like they're going to be here for the next 100 years, you know
Hmm.
but and I want to get us as in our people in the mode like we're going to be here for the next 100 years, because we always find some type of hope in dying. Oh, I'm gonna have my treasures in heaven. Well, why can't we have our treasures now? Like,
Yeah, then they
why
want they
why do
they
I
want
gotta wait to heaven to get my hope for heaven and hum and Jesus is my portion? Like, don't get me wrong. Like, I get it. I get it. But why do we have to wait until we die
right,
to enjoy some of the fruits of our labor? If
right.
we already know that the pyramid of the employer system is really only one small fraction of an opportunity to really exactly, because and actually
Absolutely, absolutely.
exactly, and that's what I'm talking about, because we're kind of still strapped in this relationship with our slave masters. And I don't even really mean that as an employer or as a white person. I mean this thing right here, because if this is still locked up, there's no person externally that can keep you, that can unlock you. And if this is unlocked, there's nobody that can lock you up,
Right.
so
Except
absolutely
for
the
the police.
huh.
Except for the police.
Yeah, they can lock your body up, but they still can't lock your mind up. Like,
Absolutely not.
like,
No, I was just being funny. Except for the
oh,
police.
yeah, they can definitely arrest your person. I mean, all right, go ahead, and we're gonna stay here and just hang out a little bit if you don't mind, more on StreamYard. But I'm getting ready to end the live on Blog Talk. Really, they only heard me talking. Like I said, I think I'm getting ready to end the Blog Talk. Maybe just keep it for SEO and dumb down the plan, because we don't really use it. I think the StreamYard is the better way to go, but Blog Talk is real good for SEO. So let me play this out really quick. And we'll continue on. Where's my outro?
Do I got like 1 minute?
No, you good.
Let me take the dogs out right quick. Because I think it's gonna rain. It's not supposed to even rain till Thursday.
Man, you know how this weather is down here.
The weatherman
Yeah.
don't know ish. Let me go take them out. Come on, y'all.
Y'all like my fro? We just hanging out at like 2 o'clock in the morning. Like I don't have to be at work at 8 o'clock. Big hair don't care. You know I don't care. You know I'm my mama's child. Cousin, I'm so glad you came and hung out with us tonight. It's been really cool hanging out with you and getting some perspective, learning a little bit more about, the lifestyle in comparison and contrast to being over here in the States. And that's really good information. You just never know who might be listening in on these live conversations. It's so cool that we get to come together. Social media can do so much for families across the miles, and I think everything happens for a reason. My guest wasn't able to show up for whatever reason. I know it must have been something serious because he had been in contact with me earlier in the day, and then all of a sudden he just kind of went ghost. And this gentleman, I believe with my heart of hearts, is a professional, if nothing else. And if it were not something that was like really tragic for him, he would be here joining on the show with us. So we're gonna leave it at that until I find out otherwise, because you just never know. Like I say, he sent a picture of somebody rest in peace, so might be pretty torn up about something unexpected. And this coronavirus thing, whether or not it is actually the virus that is taking people out, what scares me the most, not is not the same type of fear that most people have. The fear that I have, and the sadness that breaks my heart, is that somebody goes into the hospital for a routine or non-routine or something that's supposed to be trivial. They tell you you have this virus, and you pretty much are isolated, taken away from your family in a hospital, probably in an area that has not so good phone service. There was a nurse that came out the other day and said that it's really sad that people don't even get to talk to their family members before they die because their phones are going dead, and the hospitals say that they don't have anywhere for them to charge their phone. Do you really think that, I mean, honestly, and I'm not playing the conspiracy game here. I'm just kind of playing the common sense game on this one. But does it make sense that you have 20 nurses on a ward and nobody has a phone charger? Like, these people aren't able to contact, like, these people, not only are they dying in isolation, which is my problem, which is a huge um thing for me. um it's a problem that the families aren't even getting the bodies back. So
Right.
what are I have a huge problem with that. I have a huge problem with that. But again, I'm not going to use this platform to talk about any type of conspiracies, but I will say that it makes me feel some kind of way. And the way that I feel is extremely sad for people who are dealing with this, and it's probably not in the traditional sense. Of course, is in the sense of, losing someone to any disease or any illness. But to
Right.
think of what they had to go through in their final hours or their final days, or being isolated, like I said, I was saying before you came back to, and you have somebody going for a routine checkup, or go in for a non-routine checkup or something. You just run into the doctor because you want to make sure everything is okay. Something was a little abnormal, and you go in, and they suggest that you come with them into this room, and they're going to quarantine you. And then this is theory. I don't know what the process is.
I'm not
They
going.
you, and you never see your family again,
Right.
and your
I'm not
family never
going.
sees you again.
I'm running out the hospital like Jackie Joyner the Cursor, baby. Oh no.
Because I thought when the media blitz first started coming out, I thought that you had a choice to be tested or go home. Like once you get tested, you could stay at the hospital, or you could go home and self quarantine. I thought it was a choice. Like,
I
because technically,
I thought it was as well.
no hospital can hold you against your will.
And they wouldn't hold me anyway, because like I said, I'm running like a dang track star. Cause there's no way. But even when they would have told me, excuse me, ma'am, can you step down to this room? Uh, fuck you. I would have take out running. I'm not staying. They're like, just no. I'm not gonna even let them. I wouldn't even if I am not sick like that. They're not even gonna test me. I don't know. They're not. I don't. Mm-mm.
Nah, yeah, pass. We're not even gonna really go down that road, because it's so like something like that. I would rather probably talk about exclusively on my personal page, if I did. But it's just,
Right,
I just
right.
find that extremely sad that people are not just that people are dying, but people are dying alone and in
Alone, right.
isolation, and your family never gets to see you again because they don't even get the body.
Well, I don't know what's going on. I have a friend guy whose brother just quote unquote died of the coronavirus. Um, and I saw a post he made today, said that tomorrow they'll be laying their brother to rest. And I'm gonna hit him up because I want to see if they are actually laying him to rest as far as body wise, because of how he put that statement.
Yeah, from what I've been seeing and hearing, and again, it's media, so I could be very, very wrong. Um,
But I do have another friend girl whose
mhm,
brother died of coronavirus um like a month and a half, 2 months ago.
mhm.
But now they didn't get his body back at all. So that's why I wanted to see, has something changed. By him putting it like he put yesterday on there, I want to see if something changed, because I do know they weren't releasing the bodies to families. So I'm just
Okay,
wondering, has something changed?
interesting. Yeah, that definitely would be interesting piece of information. Not that it's still just it's just
Right.
sad,
It
sad.
is.
But
It is.
this makes for a very interesting time. Like, like I believe that with this going on, we need to be even that much more thankful to be here, because we could have been one of those people that, again, just go in for a routine checkup, and lights out, lights out.
And we've been, I mean, I can't say, regardless of what's going on, like me and you, like I said, people, I know a lot of people do be worried about, because they see me and you still kind of, we've been like blessed to be able to kind of function and go on with our everyday lives every day. Like really nothing has changed. And I don't know, like you said, I'm grateful as well that, nothing has whatever, and not had to go to the hospital for anything, and whatever, and then get trapped in that, like, yeah, 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 it
That's
is
good
really
to know.
sad.
That's good to know, cousin. I have my own theories on that, but again, I'm not going to use this platform to, you know, talk down that lane. Um, but yeah, it just doesn't really matter, what my theories are anyway. It's just really sad that we have to go through this. So, but you know, there must be something about this generation that the creator of the universe would have us be the ones that are facing this time. Because I do believe, where scripture is set up where it says, where sin abounds, so does grace abound. So there must be something that he's trying to get us to understand, get us to wake up to, or something, equals and opposites. There's a pull and a push at play here. So when something this possibly heinous and diabolical possibly could be happening right now, this is a message to those of us who are fortunate enough to walk circumspectly in a time like this. Basically, you can navigate in a capacity to think clearly among a period of time where normally people would function in a state of fear or a state of panic. So it's very important for everybody to, no matter what is going on, to walk circumspectly, be vigilant, be observant,
Use
be
your common sense.
common sense. Use your common sense. I don't feel like people should be able to impose upon others what they should or should not do out of their own personal fears. Um, but I do understand that sometimes the government has to step in to impose things to keep the majority of people who would otherwise operate in fear. I think they have to step in to make certain mandates to keep the mobs calm.
Right. Yeah, I mean, and I guess all of this is basically, you know, we all are sinners saved by grace. That's and I don't know, like yeah, this pandemic it's been something else. It's been something else, but it's been something else. And I'm
Yeah,
trying
it
my
really.
best not to say too much because I do know we're on CEPTV, so like yeah,
Yeah, I mean, I think, at the same time, we're entitled to feel the way we feel, but yeah, I don't, because of the person that I am, I don't want to go down any rabbit holes. Again, I'll save that for my personal page, or maybe even another platform that's not even on social media. I'll save that for my private conversations, because I want to well, as much I want to be respectful, but I also want to be respected as well. You know what I'm saying? Like, that
right,
respect it's a give get. Like, I'm gonna respect that, you think that I should do this, and you think that I should wear a mask on my face, and all these things, where honestly, scientifically, it doesn't even really make sense.
right, right,
Scientifically, the COVID-19 virus is supposed to be point 0.7
right.
microns.
Absolutely, and it can seep through.
So, but again, these are things that government has feels like they have to impose upon its citizens to keep the majority calm, or they will, like, act like lemurs and all run off the cliff. Not lemurs. Was it lemurs?
Not
It's the animals that after so long, like, they all get into a big bunch and they
right.
just all go run off the cliff.
Yeah,
You know what
I
I'm
don't.
talking about?
Right. I know.
It's like the millings or the lemurs or something. It's a little pack of rodents
Right.
that they all run off the cliff. I'm about to find out what that is. The animal it was it's the animals that run off the cliff. But back to more pressing um
Is it lemurs?
I'm looking it up now.
Oh, I'm just waiting to see and hear what it is.
Lemmings. It was the lemmings. I knew it was something. Yeah, the lemmings. They're the ones they um okay, I guess they don't.
Uh-oh.
Okay, so it says lemmings have become the subject of a widely popular misconception that
Uh-oh.
they are driven to commit mass suicide when they migrate by jumping off cliffs. It is not a deliberate mass suicide where the animals voluntarily choose to die, but rather a result of their migratory behavior. But I kind of stand corrected. So the theory is that they don't really purposefully commit a mass suicide, but out of their habits that nature had, like we can learn so much from nature. Like
Right.
what is it that is instilled in these beings, these animals, this species of animals that cause this behavior that leads them to an impending death. You know what
Right.
I'm saying? Like there's something that is in them that, could possibly be in us as a mob mentality. Like, you can, like the Bible says, like fools rush in where wise men dread to follow or whatever, somewhere along that line. So, that's
All
why,
right. All right, Medea.
huh?
All right, Medea.
Oh Lord. Oh, please don't equate me to my dear. Anyway. Um, but yeah, it's just like we are in a very interesting time.
We
And
are.
uh, yeah, and we're gonna make the best of it. Like again, like you did make a profound point. It's not a lot of us who have been able to continue to pretty much live kind of like normal. I still go to work every day. Like I'm still doing 50 hours a week,
Yeah, I'm not like
regardless.
whatever. Like a lot of events and stuff have been canceled, but like my everyday like life and habits and stuff like that, like nothing has really changed. And I just think that's been a blessing, for me, because I mean I don't remember I was saying like before, like I don't know if something was to, and I think I kind of worded it wrong, but if something were to, this is it's was this pandemic is enough, but was to, I don't want to say really happen or whatever, but you know what I'm saying? Like, how would I have to adjust or what would I do because of during this pandemic, like my everyday life has still pretty much been the same.
Right. But and that's the thing, like who gave us these choice of words? Why are they giving us these choice of words?
Pandemic.
Like, is it really though? Like, okay, let me stop because I'm going to go down another rabbit hole, and I don't want to do that on here. So yeah, but it's
Uh,
I'm just if you just take a step back and just kind of look, like it's no doubt that the deaths are real, and it's no doubt that there is something that is imposing a threat to us right now. There's no doubt about that. Like that is a stark reality. There's no denying that. But come on, y'all, like come on. Like that's all I can really say at this point. Like come on, like seriously. But anyway, it's all good. It's all good.
right.
It's gonna work out.
But y'all, we got y'all attention.
Tension. Yeah. But yeah, well, I guess I better try to make myself go to sleep. I'm tired, but I'm like my mind is up. But I do have to be at work at 8 o'clock in the morning, which means I have to be up at 7, which means I'm gonna be running out of there at 5 o'clock again. And then after tomorrow, it's Thursday. But I have a lot to do tomorrow to make preparations for the show. Dave Tolliver was thinking about doing a concert up at the studio tomorrow, but it was kind of last minute, so we're having to shift some things around. But that is still in the works, and we are
Okay.
definitely excited about that for sure. definitely excited. Right.
Black Poppy.
Black Poppy. Yep, Black Poppy. Yep, this has been amazing. Like since February, I tell you what, it's been nothing but blessings. So shout
Absolutely.
out to Audrey and Brian McGee. Shouts out to y'all.
Absolutely.
Cause I know people don't really know, but if it really weren't for you going up there for that that what was it like the pre part,
Pre-networking, yeah,
yeah,
little networking
like
pre-mixer.
you really like made a difference there. Like everybody was looking for you um at the actual day. You never met
And I
my other friend
hate,
Audrey, huh?
I couldn't get up to the conference, but like yeah, at that networking mixer, like I was like, yeah, I was networking my behind off. Like, yes, like believe me, I don't care where I'm at. I step into a building, they're gonna know who I am. Like I'm gonna make sure that, like, so
And is that where you met Dave for the first time?
um
Or was
actually
he
I
there?
I met Dave years ago.
Okay.
But years ago, but he doesn't even really remember it. I kind of remember, but he was there. But that now, Dave is the only person that I didn't get a chance to say anything to. And what was funny was when I finally said something to him, it was like I already knew him. Like it was crazy. Now that was crazy. That was crazy. Like I met Dave years ago, but he doesn't remember it, and it was briefly, like in passing or whatever. But just really talking to him and stuff was like at Cafe 290.
Mm-hmm.
But I, walked up to him like, we've been, it was crazy.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. And that's the crazy thing about it. It's like you meet some people and it's kind of like, yeah, this person is cool. Like they're gonna be around for a while. Like you don't really know where the road is gonna take you, but like this person is absolutely like definitely, just a real one. And those people are the ones you cherish because they're so hard to find.
Right. And just by chance, we've met some real ones, like, and they all are genuine and real. Good night, cousin. What time is it over there, cousin? Yeah, I just done gave them Barbadians a new whole name.
But yeah, yeah, like it's just I don't know. Like I can talk about okay, they're on Eastern time too.
Oh wow.
Hmm.
Whoa, wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
My birds are chirping over here. Like sometimes
Oh,
I be thinking it's like 6 or 7 o'clock in the morning when I be in the studio working on stuff.
I
But
hear your birds.
it'd be like 1 or 2 in the morning and the birds be chirping over here. I'm like,
I
man, if
heard
you
them.
don't go to bed, you heard them?
Yes, but you know what? I know they hit is smoke detector because I've been able to reach all the other smoke detectors and change them. It's one that I can't reach. So like it stay chirping. Chirp,
I know somebody
chirp.
somebody was on your Nope or Dope live and
Everybody like people be saying stuff all the
shit,
time.
change your song,
Right. I've
change your
heard that
song
like so
detector.
many times. And I can't change it because I can't reach it. But matter of fact, I
Get
should
your
have my
landlord
daughter.
to do it.
I don't want to be bothered with them folks.
Oh, well, I'm just saying if they have an investment in a property, that should be something they should be happy to come and do, regardless of what.
Right.
Look, I'm putting on lip gloss. It's 2 o'clock in the morning.
Uh,
I'm going to I'm getting ready to go to
who you going to see?
bed.
Oh my God. Now ain't that something at 2 o'clock? Nah, look, now that's a first. Look,
Yeah.
look, starting to act like a little child that's fighting sleep.
Right, exactly. Acting up, acting up. I'll be rubbing my eyes in a minute. Yeah,
Well, it's been real tonight.
it has. And shouts out to Basement. Hopefully, your situation works out. I can't wait to get you rescheduled and back on the show. I was a little slow getting his show prep to him. I sent out a show prep to kind of prepare everybody for what to expect on the show, and give them a preface of the questions and stuff like that. Just let them know how we run things on CEPTV. So I may have to get my assistant to help me with that task too, because I was just tired today. Like I was so tired after and you know what it was, know what it is. The reason why I was so tired, like I have more energy now than I did midday because I was in the building and not getting sunlight. After I stayed outside for about 2 hours, I actually like sat in my truck and purposely like soaked up some of that vitamin D. I actually feel a lot more energized. Like my face feels better. Like I still have a little sunken in right here just a little bit, which I'm not used to that, but I think it's just it's the job. But I I was like dead on my feet today. And then when I just stayed outside for those few hours, it made all the difference. So I tell you what, people have their theories on, what could kill the coronavirus or whatever. But if heat was one of them, then I took care of any possibilities today.
Right.
I stayed my black ass outside in the sun, and I felt so much better. So much better.
Oh, that's what you were doing, sitting in the truck when
I took a
on
nap
the
out there, like with the windows rolled down, because I didn't want to go in the house. Like sure I could have went and laid down in the bed, but I really needed some sunlight. I know what I needed. Like my body was craving sunlight. And then I ate that fish sandwich, which was really good. JD's, oh my God, shouts out to JD's. I've been killing them. Like, oh my God, they are the best wing place in town. Like,
oh, for real?
oh my God. Like, do you know how many times I've been to JD's this month? Like all of April. Like we're not even done with the month yet, and I've probably been there like 5 times already.
I've not tried them yet.
I have to go. Yeah, because they haven't. And guess who put me on to it?
Mischievous.
Yes.
I figured. Look.
Yep. She brought some into work, and I about ate all her wings. I about ate them all. Because they know I'm real bad for that. Like if I get hungry and they have stuff in the office, like I'll eat their stuff, and I'll blame it on a monster. But I always buy them food, so they forgive me pretty quickly. I'm like, oh, some monster came in the office and ate up all your Ritz crackers, girl. I don't know what happened. Like I don't know.
Look, but I'll get you some more. Shame on them.
Right? Like they know I take care of them. But yes, it's cool. But yes, well, I thank you for coming on and saving the day or the night or however you call it. But again, shouts out to Basement. We will hopefully be back in touch soon. I hope everything works out with the person that you seem to have lost, because he sent me something in my inbox, and like I said, I hadn't heard from him. So I'm pretty sure I will, and we'll be able to reschedule. But I can't wait for the Nope or Dope show tomorrow. Like I'm getting out of there at 5 o'clock so I can enjoy the Nope or Dope show. I might not be doing a lot of interaction because I do have to, prepare for the for Thursday, and I have to have everything done just in case we get a wild hair. You know what I'm talking about, in case we get a wild hair performance tomorrow. So if I have everything done and in order, then we'll be prepared for that.
Right. But yes, y'all make sure y'all tune in to the Nope or Dope tomorrow starting at 7 p.m. As well as y'all tune in Thursday for Late Night Hype Live. We have Georgia Boy in the building, so make sure y'all tune in for both of those.
And I hope one day, like really soon, we can get to the point where we can have a live studio audience. Wouldn't that be cool? Like,
And that'll be funny.
Yeah, for like the late night hype, like maybe we can, like, people can have wine or something while they're there and enjoy the show and stuff like that. That would be cool.
And that'll be really dope.
Mm-hmm. Goals.
It's coming. It's coming. So Wendy Williams and Ellen and all of them, like, like, yes, like, yes, we're coming.
Absolutely. And we're, you know what though, we're just out here having fun. Like, we are really having fun doing it. And also we are building up our skills. Like I didn't know that I had a knack for production. Of
I,
course,
I
um
still don't like,
Kevin is like the genius at engineering, and he is so good on the fly. Like he took that equipment and he mastered it within like a few weeks and had it down.
right.
And had to teach me how to use my own equipment. Like I knew I would eventually get it, but like, and there's still stuff that I don't know that he knows because he has taken the time.
Yeah, Kevin is awesome.
Yeah, he'll call tech support. He'll be spending hours and hours and hours with that equipment, and I'm just thankful to the Father for giving me the intuition to go ahead and make those types of investments early so that we can start to reap these small rewards now and continue to help people along the way and hopefully receive greater because we want to be able to do greater things to help other people and help them get their names out there for whatever their passion is, whatever they love doing. So in turn we're all really helping each other, and that's pretty much the way it
Absolutely.
works. Hmm.
Right.
Yeah. Oh, you sleepy too.
Oh, excuse me, y'all.
All right, everybody. Thank y'all so much for tuning in to CEPTV Late Night Hype. We are signing off, and we will see y'all tomorrow. I'll be hanging out, and I won't be on the screen, but you'll be seeing my comments fly up in the room as we celebrate the artists who are going to be on the Nope or Dope show tomorrow, and then y'all can come hang out with the both of us live on air at 11:59 p.m. to about quarter to 2 in the morning on the CEPTV Late Night Hype Show. Thank y'all so much. Have a
Good
great
night, you all.